Now on CoastTV News.
Today is Memorial Day, and it's about much more than the unofficial start of summer. See how people are honoring fallen heroes across the country. The busy season has started. How much business Ocean City says it's already seeing. The Lewes American Legion holds its annual Memorial Day parade, the significance of this event, and you're going to meet some very special participants.
And in weather, I'll need to update you on the latest severe storm and tornado watches that have been activated for our area.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
A busy beach marks the unofficial start of summer. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf. Welcome to our News at 5. Before we show you Memorial Day travelers taking over Ocean City, we'd first like to begin with people honoring fallen heroes on Memorial Day, which is what today is all about. First in Milford, people gathered at Milford High School to honor our fallen heroes. Look at your screen. You can see the community came together, waving flags to show support as the Milford Community Band played songs of honor for all of the branches of the military. State Representative Brian Shoup, who helped coordinate the event, says over 500 people came to pay tribute and respect to our fallen servicemen. In observance of Memorial Day, President Biden laid a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier at Arlington National Cemetery. He was joined at the ceremony by Vice President Kamala Harris and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. The president then gave his annual Memorial Day address. Earlier today, Biden hosted a breakfast with administration officials, military leadership, veterans, and Gold Star family members. And in case you didn't know, a Gold Star family is one where a loved one has been killed in action. Now, this holiday weekend, it's also one of travel, especially here at the beach. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zapay shows us just how busy Ocean City has become since Friday.
Memorial Day weekend marked the beginning of the busy season in Ocean City, something sales attendant Noah Franks noticed when driving into Ocean City this weekend.
Oh, the traffic was crazy.
With loads of cars and a boardwalk full of vacationers, whether you're an owner of a small shop or a restaurant, you were bound to have a crowd. Something this motel expected.
We were booked all weekend. We had a lot of fun, a lot of guests. We got a lot of checkouts today. However, we got a lot of people still coming in for this week, so hopefully we'll be as booked this weekend coming.
Even with the fog in the air, people are still flocking to the beaches. But Frank says this is nothing compared to what's coming.
Man, this is nothing. Like, it's hundreds and thousands of people just, you won't be able to walk. It's no space. Like, there's no space to walk anywhere.
With the summer season ahead, businesses can expect to see even more vacationers in Ocean City. The Ocean City Chamber of Commerce says that the spring season is a tough one for businesses, but that all pays off in the summertime. I'm Kevin Zapay in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Ocean City's economy, it says it's thriving due to tourism. According to the town's annual comprehensive financial report for 2023, more visitors are coming, and even in the off-peak months. The report says room sales have increased by 22%, and food and drink, that's up 20%. Construction also on the rise, nearly 1,900 permits issued last year. That's worth over $100 million. Big events and nearly $11 million in ad campaigns, that's also drawing those record crowds. And a long weekend for many means going to the beach. Well, we saw that over the weekend, and we saw it on Coastal Highway. Today was no exception as people start wrapping up their weekends and heading home. We spoke with a traveler who says it'll take him twice the time it usually does to get home from the beach.
It's a lot of traffic. I actually came from Rehoboth, and it took like 40 minutes just to get out of that little area. And then to get here, and it's going to take like another hour and a half to get back to Dover, which typically only takes like 40 minutes at most on a normal weekend.
AAA projects 38.4 million people will travel by car over Memorial Day weekend in the U.S. According to the organization, that's the highest number for the holiday since AAA began tracking in 2000. Well, if you're headed to Maryland or know somebody who is now, expect heavy traffic. Here's a look at the Bay Bridge. Many cars are crossing today and tomorrow. Delays, get this, were up to 16.8 miles this afternoon. Now, if you are headed home, leave after 10 p.m., says the MDTA, or before 6 a.m. tomorrow. And this could be a record-making Memorial Day weekend. Passenger traffic at U.S. airports, it's on pace to be the busiest in history. That's based on the latest screening data from the Transportation Security Administration. Friday was already the #1 screening day in TSA history, with nearly 3 million people. More than 2.4 million people passed through TSA checkpoints each day this weekend. And that could be a precursor to chart-busting summer travel. The American Legion Post 17 in Lewes held its annual Memorial Day parade and ceremony this morning. The parade was led off by a color guard and veterans who were carrying our nation's colors alongside the flags of all of our armed forces. The parade consisted of military vehicles, floats, and of course, veterans who served in wars going all the way back to World War II.
I was very honored to see our people here like this. It's a blessing in such a small place, such a small town, to have this many military people involved in our organization, our community.
We'll have much more on Lewis's American Legion Memorial Day Parade tonight on Coast TV News at 6. And that brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, other than watching Coast TV right now, of course, how are you spending Memorial Day? Let's take a look at the results so far. Kind of split here. 43% are saying they're barbecuing. I did that yesterday. 29% say they are going to a ceremony. That was my vote. And the parade is 14%. Beach also has 14%. Well, if you haven't voted yet, you can still do that. We are going to check back in at 6 o'clock. And one more thing quickly before we move into our weather. All of us at Draper Media here want to send our sincere appreciation to all of our men and women who have served in the military, the family members of those who lost a loved one, and we pay tribute to those fallen heroes who gave their freedom so we could celebrate ours. Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Lewes. A beautiful afternoon there. Let's check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams on our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening. Ironically enough, that sunshine we see right there, we don't want to see too much more of that right now, actually, because that could give us just enough time for these watches that I'm about to tell you to become an immediate concern. Let me show you that in just a moment. Our gutter helmet camera, another bridge yet to be crossed. And we're looking at pretty calm conditions in Ocean View, 75 degrees. We'll drop to 72 by 9 o'clock, but we do have the threat of severe thunderstorms, possibly 6 to 7 o'clock for this evening. That's leading us to our big breaking story. We actually have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for our area until 9 o'clock. Now, this means that we have all the ingredients on the table to form a severe thunderstorm, but we don't have it quite in place just yet for Seaford, Millsboro, Lewes, down towards Ocean Pines. Now, Salisbury, Oakville, Gulf, Club Shores, and Ocean Pines, Ocean City, Best Pitch, Cambridge, and Nanticoke, you're under a tornado watch until 11 o'clock. But as we take a look at our expectations for tomorrow, we're going to have temperatures well into the 80s with lots of sunshine. It's just for the next, let's say, 2 to 3 hours. We got to keep a close eye on how this has changed because right now the atmosphere is playing possum at this point. We'll take a more detailed look at just how long we have to deal with this weather playing possum before we have to take it seriously, or can we just write it off? I'll give you the details of that coming up in a moment. Till then, back to you, Maddie.
Thank you. And while we have the threat of severe weather here, violent storms have already swept across the country this weekend, destroying homes and taking lives. 21 deaths have been blamed on the weather. Hundreds of thousands of people left without power. NBC's Dan Sheneman takes us to that damage.
Tornadoes, hail, intense rain, powerful perilous storms hitting the country this holiday weekend.
It's scary. It's the worst I've ever experienced.
Among the hardest hit areas, Texas, where neighborhoods once stood, now just piles of debris.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Oklahoma and Arkansas, also overwhelmed by the weather. Arkansas's governor visited some of her state's devastated communities. In Alabama, strong winds pushed over this tree. One person was killed. A brick wall, no match for the powerful gusts. Kentucky was not spared. One couple, expecting twins, survived the storm, but their only car did not.
Pretty devastated, though, you know. I mean, this wasn't really a hit that we could take right now.
Those in the path of this weekend's storms can do little now except pick up and plan to rebuild.
They're upset, they're shocked, but we're moving forward. We're helping them out.
Just the start of what forecasters fear will be a long and dangerous summer. Dan Sheneman, NBC News.
Holiday water safety. As many people head to the pools, we have some information that you need to know.
And we have the threat of tornadoes in our area. We'll elaborate more on that in a moment.
Delmarva's biggest events returning to the water and the sky. Coming up, I'll show you the coolest things to do this summer.
Refresh your style with H&H Furniture and Appliances in Pocomoke. Bring in spring with our huge in-stock furniture selection. Ask about our prompt delivery and up to 12 months interest-free financing. Try out our full range of Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress brand. Browse our full line of competitively priced appliances like Speed Queen and trust our professional and experienced service and installation team. Make your home a reflection of you at H&H Furniture and Appliances in Pocomoke.
Cancer will make you wake up real quick. You get in touch with your mortality. You really do. I just wanted cancer to be removed. And robotics was the best way. Let's get it done. I arrived at BB at 9 a.m. I was walking back home at 4 p.m. That stood out, that I could have major surgery and be home in less than 8 hours later. Robotic surgery worked for me. It really did. It's changed my life.
At FH Fur, we know that a dripping faucet isn't just a nuisance. It's your home crying for help. That's why we say no to dispatch fees and goodbye to diagnostic charges. With our Get a Plumber in Your Home for Free promise, we focus on what really matters, solving your plumbing woes. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a running toilet, or a water heater on the fritz, we bring knowledge, experience, and professionalism right to your doorstep, free.
Call Fur. FH Fur. FHFur.com.
America's favorite car show makes its Dover debut with cool cars, cool people, and good time. It's the first ever Good Guys First Grundy Insurance Mid-Atlantic National, and it's all happening June 7th through the 9th at Dover Motor Speedway. Check out over 2,000 of the Northeast's baddest classics on display. And don't miss Good Guys CPP Autocross racing action, a tire smoking burnout competition, Nitro Thunderfest, a huge swap meet and vendor midway, live music, and so much more. And it's all going down June 7th through the 9th at Dover Motor Speedway. Get details at good-guys.com.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
The unofficial start of summer is here, and a whole lineup of summer events awaits over the next 3 months. Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner shows us the coolest events to mark down on your summer calendar.
Memorial Day is the start of the summer season on Delmarva, and there's decades-old classic events coming back. Maybe the best year yet. Giddy up! In late July, the 99th annual Pony Swim happens again in Chincoteague. On July 24th, saltwater cowboys gather the wild ponies and foals across the channel. The day after, ponies are auctioned off to control the herd population and raise money for the volunteer firefighters who care for the animals throughout the year. July is full of fireworks with shows taking place down the coast. The city of Rehoboth Beach is set to put the ooh and ah this year with a fireworks display. It will launch around 9:30 p.m. Saturday, July 6th. The display is visible along Rehoboth's Mile Plus Beach and Boardwalk. What is billed as the world's largest and richest billfish tournament happens again August 5th through the 9th in Ocean City. 400 boats participated last year with over $10.5 million in prize money. The Ocean City Air Show zooms back onto the coast. August 24th and 25th, there will be fighter jets, cargo demos, and even an Italian Air Force display in the U.S. for the first time in over 30 years. Dewey Beach becomes Pamplona, Spain on June 24th. For 25 years, the Starboard has hosted Running of the Bull. People pack the streets with a celebrity matador to raise money for the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company. Some of these events are free, some have special tickets. We have the details on CoastTV.com.
We have stormy weather for tonight, but for tomorrow, the Bay forecast is looking quite sunny, quite tranquil. 81 for the high in Cambridge, 79 for the high in Crisfield with sunshine. When we come back, we're going to talk about a tornado and a severe thunderstorm watch active right now in our area.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewes Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood. The historic Lewes Farmers Market is in the George H.P. Smith Park at DuPont and Johnson Avenues in Lewes every Saturday from 8 to noon.
Hey, welcome to Poppy's Tacos. There's plenty of space for you and all of your friends. The menu is packed with real deal Mexican eats. Build your own tacos are always a fan favorite. Authentic short rib is my choice. The fajitas are steaming and the smothered burritos are killer. We're open 363 days a year, so come pull up a chair. Poppy's, there's always a fiesta on 15th Street.
No one ever thinks they need an injury lawyer until they do. And for most people, that's the worst day of their lives. I have dedicated the last 24 years of my career to helping people put their lives back together. Sometimes this is making sure medical bills and lost wages are paid. In other cases, this may mean millions of dollars in compensation. Whether your case is big or small, you need an advocate protecting your rights. Our firm can help. Call Behrman, Dallas, Brockstead, Federico. Right lawyers, right now.
Coughing on a plane.
I swear to you, it was a chorus of coughs.
How to stay healthy traveling this Memorial Day. Next Inside Edition. When is it right for a passenger to be kicked off planes for coughing? Then, the new way of teaching kids how to swim with their clothes on.
Put your head all the way back.
How this method can save so many lives. Next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on CoastTV.
It's our Ninja Warriors Couples Championship.
We need to walk away with that crown.
Everything you got.
Raise a glass to love.
Ninja Warrior Couples Championship tonight, and the new season starts next Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Who's your favorite judge?
Pick me.
Simon.
What?
Simon, I bet you're better at throwing.
AGT, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Remembering our fallen heroes this Memorial Day weekend.
Well, I'd say today's weather is a lot like real estate. Location, location, location. I'll explain that in more detail in a moment. First of all, our Bay Health camera in Dover indicating that, listen, we're getting a wall of rain that's happening in Dover right now. Winds are picking up, and we're looking for heavy downpours, but we're not expecting it to stick around for an extended period of time, down to 75 degrees with partly cloudy skies by 9 o'clock. Here's where we are right now with our temperatures. We're in the 70s along the coast and throughout the inland areas. So we have just enough energy to be concerned about the possibility of severe weather. Now, we're actually at a level 2 for today, with watching out for scattered, short-lived, isolated intensity, and this is actually affecting the entire Delmarva Peninsula here. So what does that translate into? Well, for right now, this time around, it's translating into a tornado watch where you see the yellow Ocean City, Salisbury, Crisfield, Chincoteague. That's in effect until 11 o'clock for Accomack, Somerset, Wacomico, and Worcester, meaning we have all the ingredients in place for a possible tornado. In addition to that, specifically for Sussex, we have a severe thunderstorm watch. Once again, all the ingredients are on the table, but we don't have a cake that's baked coming out of the oven just yet. We don't have a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning. Whenever these change over to warnings, they'll be isolated, smaller, and we'll have a storm that will bring about that highlighted concern. But now here's where I contradict what I'm seeing in this sense. I don't see anything developing behind it, neither do you. We do have some sunshine that's happening right now, but the closest thing I can see to a storm is way down here in Williamston, North Carolina, and this is moving more parallel, not up towards us. But I'm keeping a close eye on it because our short-term models indicating we could see a cell between Georgetown and Lewes. I'm going to wait and see if that happens, but before it even happens, I'll cut in live and let you know what's going on way ahead of time. It's just, this is one of those cases where I'm not buying it, okay? But I need to tell you that because I have to. It's a watch. So, remember, we're at a level 2 for today as far as our threat for severe weather is concerned. So it's not 3, 4, or 5. And listen, we're a little bit warmer in Salisbury than other locations, but overall, we're keeping a close eye on that possibility right here with those storms sliding through. And then we could see another batch possibly late tonight going into tomorrow. The winds are out of the south for tonight And as we go into late tonight, we'll see spot sprinkles. Now, this model is not quite as aggressive. By the time we get to Tuesday, we're looking for all kinds of sunshine, and then we'll see a touch of rain that'll begin to develop Tuesday night, and then possibly going into Wednesday afternoon by 5:30 for us in Rehoboth Beach. Now, as far as the amount of rain is concerned, we've already measured over 1/10 of an inch rain in locations throughout the Delmarva Peninsula. Tuesday morning, midnight, 72. Then we'll drop down to the 60s. Tuesday afternoon, we're looking at sunshine and temperatures in the 80s. Late Tuesday, we're clear. Wednesday morning, we're clear. And then we see a few sprinkles Wednesday afternoon, but it's not until 5:30. We're watching out for strong storms in Pocomoke City and all those locations. So with that being the case, generally speaking, we're looking at temps in the 70s and Chincoteague. Not much in the way of potential rain or thunderstorms. For Ocean City, 77 to 73 down to 71 for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. For Lewes and Rehoboth Beach, 81 in Lewes, 78 in Rehoboth Beach, and we're looking for a chance of rain on Wednesday with both locations. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling Extended Forecast. We're clear for Tuesday. I feel a better opportunity for strong storms on Wednesday than I even feel today with the active watches in our area. Maddie?
Paul, thank you. I know many developments on Delmarva are reopening their pools, like mine did. And of course, thousands of people are headed to the beach. But did you know a simple acronym could save a life? In tonight's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither explains how the ABCs of water safety can help keep everyone safe this summer.
It's a preventable tragedy, but it only takes seconds for a person to drown.
You're on vacation, you're having fun, and sometimes you drop your guard.
Dr. Don Plumley is medical director of pediatric trauma at Orlando Health Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children. He says every year when the weather warms up, there's an increase in the number of drownings.
Families need to realize who's the high-risk people that drown, and that's really the toddlers, that 1 to 4 age group that are just wandering around, they get away from you, there's a lot going on. The other group that we've seen a great increase in is special needs children.
Plumley says remembering the ABCs of water safety can help. A is for adult supervision. He recommends designating a watcher when children are near water.
It's much like picking a designated driver when you go out with your friends, is there's got to be someone who's not drinking, who's not on their phone, who's paying attention, watching the children. And it gets tiresome, so have several people take turns doing it.
B is for barriers. Look for water safety features around bodies of water, especially if you're staying at an unfamiliar place.
Is there a pool fence? Are there locks on the doors? Are there alarms? Because all those can help prevent a drowning.
Finally, C is for classes. Enroll children in survival swim lessons.
We don't want people not to go on vacation, not do fun stuff, but just be safe and have a great summer.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with patio systems in Lewes, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft. With quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us. Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Basketball legend Bill Walton has died at 71 after a long battle with cancer. The Hall of Fame center and two-time NBA champion won 88 straight games at UCLA. He was the first overall pick in the 1974 NBA draft by the Portland Trail Blazers, winning the 1977 NBA championship and finals MVP. Walton also played for the Clippers and Celtics, earning a second NBA title in 1986. He later became a successful sports broadcaster. Well, still to come, many of us drive past Route 1, past Dover Air Force Base, and you might have seen this patriotic bridge. It says, "Some gave all, and all gave some." Now, did you know the bridge bears the name of Senior Airman Elizabeth Lonke? Lonke was just 23 when she was killed by a car bomb near Baghdad. DelDOT says this mural was completed last November. It honors her and all service members, past and present. We'll be right back.
The beauty is hard to miss at Ocean City's premier golf course, Eagles Landing. Overlook the Sinnapunxent Bay's salt marshes and enjoy the unspoiled beauty of Assateague Island National Seashore. Eagles Landing offers 5 sets of tees, making the course playable for beginners and challenging for most skilled golfers. And the Caddy Shack Cafe and Pro Shop ensure golfers have everything they need. Find our best rates at eagleslandinggolf.com. Eagles Landing, upholding the tradition of the game.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Help the cancer support community of Delaware with the Wings of Hope Butterfly Release Saturday, June 22nd at the Milton Memorial Park, starting at 9 a.m. Show your support for those who have been touched by cancer. Enjoy this family-friendly and rain or shine event with lots of kids' activities full of inspiration and ends with the release of hundreds of butterflies. Pre-purchase your live butterflies now for release. For more information, visit cancersupportdelaware.org.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
We have active severe thunderstorm and tornado watches. I'm going to detail that in just a second. Our Tyndall's has a casual furniture camera indicating we're looking at blue skies. Actually, we really don't want to see more sunshine because the sunnier or warmer it gets, the better our chances of something developing later on this evening. But we're at 80 degrees in Laurel with winds out of the south-southwest at 11 miles per hour, and we'll drop down to the mid-70s by 9 o'clock. So here's the latest. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for all of Sussex, Seaford, San Domingo, Millsboro, Henlopen Acres, all those areas. Now, the area in yellow indicating Salisbury, Snow Hill, Chincoteague, all these areas, including Ocean City, are under a tornado watch until 11 o'clock. Both of these watches are indicating we have indication that we're looking at it. We're looking at the possibility of these storms forming very quickly with little to no help. We'll have more on your full forecast coming up later, Maddie.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5. We'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great night.